Welcome back. This is it. Final round, back 9 of the 2023 PDGA Amateur Disc Golf World Championships. I'm Paavo Stubstad of Central Coast Disc Golf, joined by Jake Peters, also from Central Coast Disc Golf.
One last time, I'm very excited to be here, and I'm glad to be wrapping this thing up.
Yeah, I am excited to watch this back 9. It really couldn't be more of a tight battle, with Axel one stroke in the lead over Owen Hamilton, Chancey Green, and Carson Smith, all tied at 11 under par, one stroke behind him. It is anybody's game going into this back 9 here at Northwood Blue. Throughout this 4-round event, players have dealt with a lot of crazy schedule changes and lightning delays and hazardous air quality delays and early morning rounds and late night rounds and rounds that are split in half. And this final round is being played. It started Saturday at 11 a.m. after they finished their third round at 6 a.m. the same day. So everybody's exhausted. That's definitely a factor for all the players. And here we see the scores on the front 9. Axel, kind of a slow front 9 on this shorter course here at Northwood Blue with only 2 birdies, but he was tied for the lead going into it. And Owen Hamilton's also had kind of a slow front 9 with 3 birdies, but a double bogey to start. Carson and Chancey actually playing better, though, so far in this round. First hole, the back 9 here, hole 10, par 3, 261 feet. We've got a stretch of holes here that feel more like park golf than woods golf. Northwood's Blue really is a mix of those two styles, which I don't mind at all. It's fun to get out of the thick woods once in a while. And Chancey with the tee. Yeah, good shot. Owen going for the forehand hyzer line. Ooh, a bit low. Oh, gets a skip in the grass. You don't always get skips in this grass out here. This area seems to get a lot of rain. Everything is always lush and green.
Yeah. Grass gets a little sticky.
Yep. Oh, man. I feel like Axel's had quite a few ace runs this tournament.
There's another one for you. Great shot.
Next up, Daniel Mills.
Will he get it? No.
Yeah, see, that's what I was expecting with that other one. You don't really get much ground play out on these holes. You can get it more on the wooded holes.
Just a little too flat, I think.
Yep. Oh, wow.
He got the skip for sure.
Yep. Carson and Axel both giving this one a bid.
Oh yeah, he deserves the bumps here.
Not quite committed from Daniel. Yeah, we saw him struggling with the putts a little bit on the front 9. Could be camera jitters, I would imagine, for I said it on the front 9. Oh man, it's not camera jitters for Owen. He was on camera for the last round too. But I would imagine that Chancey and Daniel, this may be their first time playing on camera.
Yeah, Paavo, although this was one of the easier holes played, there was an ace. That was Mr. Ian Johnson. Congrats, my dude.
Nice ace, Ian. And nice birdie putt from Axel there as well. Starting off the back 9 with some green on the scorecard.
No surprise there from Chancey.
Yep, good birdie.
Carson, after the ace run, gets his birdie. Daniel takes his par. Owen will take his par.
Daniel was pretty far out on the putt, but Owen was pretty close. That's got to feel like a disappointing par for him. He's now 2 strokes off the lead. Ooh, that was actually a little bit high. I didn't realize without the slow-mo, but right in the center. Good putt, Axel. Moving along here to hole 11. I believe this is the first par 4 of this round. We've seen a lot more par 4s and even par 5s in the other rounds of this event, but this par 4 here is 603 feet. Shapes really well for a roller off the tee, actually. If you can get to around here, then all you're left with is a putter up shot. But being that it's only 603 feet, you could mess up off the tee a little bit and potentially still get off a great second shot and save your birdie. Chancey opting for the air shot. Beautiful, right down the center of the fairway. No chance of that hitting any trees.
Yep. Well played. Turns it a little bit, but that's just fine.
Yeah. He has the potential to get, 450, 480 down this fairway if he didn't flip that as much as he did. But whatever, he's still got birdie in play, no problem.
This is shaping up nicely.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Got to me.
That's about as good as an air shot can be on this hole right there. Here we go. I knew this one shaped well for a roller. Oh, that's off to the right side, though.
Turn left. Oh, no.
A little bit more of a stable disc, or maybe starting it farther to the left would have been better, but really no matter where you are on this hole, you can usually find something for your second shot.
Yeah, just kind of chuck it out there.
This is a better angle for the roller. Come on.
He's going to turn right as well.
Yeah, still turned over earlier than he wanted. They just need a little more cut on them, but actually that's still totally fine over there.
Just going to have to deal with some more low ceiling here. Get legs. Whoa.
Ooh, not that many legs.
Yeah. Relax.
Yeah, as you can see, this green is faster than the rest of the greens out here on the park golf portion of this course. Axel playing the wide hyzer line.
Don't move.
A little bit too much juice on that one as well.
Yeah. Slightly different angle for this shot. Man, same thing, huh? Plays it a bit long.
Man, Carson's drive was so good. It's just a little chip shot from here.
That's the way.
Yep. A little bit short, but he's been putting solid this round, so I wouldn't be too worried about it.
Yep. Daniel after his roller. He's got a putt.
A little wide for Axel. He's disappointed. It's over the top for Chancey.
Kind of aired it out a little bit there.
Oh, wow. That was a kind of a weird reaction off the basket there. I mean, the putt was low for sure, but...
Kind of caught a knuckle.
Yep, I think it did.
There you go, Daniel.
Good birdie.
Sir, exactly.
I don't know what he's unhappy about. I guess maybe the putt was close to missing and we couldn't see from this, perpendicular perspective.
Yeah, it's a little low.
Axel saves the par, but Carson with that birdie and Axel's par, they are now tied for the lead at 13 down. Chancey saving the par, staying one stroke back of them. And Owen still one stroke back of Chancey. Man, this is exciting. Focusing up. Clean release. Good putt, good birdie. Next up, hole 12, par 3, 279 feet. It's pretty tricky to make a backhand work since you kind of want to go straight for most of the flight and then hard right at the end. Or a hyzer forehand works as well, of course.
And someone is
yeah.
doing things.
Someone decided that as the lead card was teeing off on hole 12, it was a good time to take down banners and tents 30 feet away.
Yeah, a little bit awkward there.
I think they weren't paying attention to what was going on the course.
Weird.
I think after those first two shots, someone told them it was a live tee.
Yeah. Knock it off. There's the basket. Good shot.
Yeah, it's really tucked in there.
Mm-hmm.
Very protected green. Open drive, protected green. A little wide from Axel. Can he get a big flare skip? Oh, yeah. Oh, he gets it. Good ground play. He's right there for a birdie. Looking good from Owen. What?
Whoa.
Hits the bottom of the basket on the skip. We couldn't see that from the tee.
Yeah. There's more of that aggression from Owen.
Yeah, Daniel in the thick trees there. Kind of gives me some Milo McIver vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clutch putt. This man wants it.
Starting his back nine with a turkey. It's all business, though. No smiles even after that.
They locked in. Chancey with the good birdie. Axel after that park job.
And he stays tied with Carson. Daniel with the par save. And Owen, after almost getting the ace, tap in birdie. Such a strong mental game from Carson here, knowing that he's tied for the lead, knowing that Axel is parked for the birdie. No problem. He focuses up, gets the birdie himself as well.
Applying the pressure here.
Feeling confident. See that strut. Next up, hole 13, par 3, 276 feet. Another hyzer forehand or anhyzer backhand. This tree that the drone is flying past here on the left is one of the trickiest aspects of the hole with the low ceiling, so you can't go too high getting it around the corner there.
Give Sky Heiser another shout out. Great drone previews there.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We did it on the front nine, but good call, Jake, doing it on the back nine here for viewers that skip the front nine and go straight to the exciting conclusion.
Get through.
Ooh. Hugs that right side, gets through perfectly. Park job for Chancey.
It's kind of hard to see, but he just kind of went into the grass off to the left of the
Yeah,
basket
maybe
there.
35, 40 feet or so.
Punch through.
Yeah, this one's trickier than it looks with the bushes on the right there and the tree on the left.
Yeah, gap kind of tightens up halfway through the hole here.
Oh, that's too high. There's that tree I was talking about. That is the main challenge on this hole, in my opinion. Oh, man, great bid from Daniel.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at the power he was able to get on that putt from a knee, and he didn't even fall forward like you see a lot of players do when they knee putt from a distance like that. All wrist.
Oh my gosh.
Another clutch putt from Carson, even farther away than the previous one. This dude is dialed in.
Yes, he is.
4 down so far on the back 9, 7 down for the round, 15 down for the event. Staring the camera down right there. It's like, that's right. I just made that. And Axel has to follow that up. Oh, almost. Wow, a little insulting roll away there. That was weird. That was very close.
I think Axel's kind of feeling that pressure at this point.
Yeah, Carson's certainly laying it on him. Oh, just off the number plate there for Owen.
All right, he hangs in there. Oh, strong side again.
Yeah, the fact that Daniel seems to be struggling more at 15 to 20 feet than the longer putts tells me that it's mental. Honestly, it's an aspect of struggles that I share with him. I sometimes feel more confident on 40-footers than on those must-make 20-footers.
Right,
It's
right.
definitely a mental game thing. But clearly he's got game. He made it to lead card, so he played well through the first 3 rounds. It's too bad this one's not really going his way. But we got to take one more look here at Carson's clutch putt. With this putt, he takes a 1-stroke lead over Axel. I guess at the time that it happened, Axel hadn't yet missed his, but he missed it right after.
This man is on fire.
The zone is just a perfect disc for me in general. My forehand approach is one of my weapons. What I love about Discraft is I can grab a brand new zone and I know exactly how it's going to fly. For me, it just encompasses my entire approach game.
Hole 18 at Worlds, down by 1. It's gotta go in.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
And we're back. Hole 14, par 3, 330 feet. This one is extremely challenging. I want to say holes 9 and 14 are probably the hardest holes at Northwood Blue. Maybe 17 is up there as well, but very particular shot here. Kind of a baby flex forehand. Not baby in terms of the distance, but in terms of the amount of flex that you want. Or a late flipping hyzer flip backhand. And thick rough. No more park golf for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go a bit further than that, but not too bad.
Inside. Kicked into the fairway at least.
This is looking great.
Almost. I guess it's more of just a hyzer forehand. It goes farther to the right at the end than I thought. I am not as familiar with Northwood Blue as I am with Northwood Black, so... Well, there was a little bit of baby flex on that one. A little bit too high, but I guess it can work either way. Everybody's struggling so far on this one. Let's see if Daniel can get a good drive out there.
pretty far down there after that corner, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Chancey going a little long there on the upshot. It's going to leave him maybe 35 feet or so for the par. Oh, Daniel's in trouble here in the rough. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, he's just going to pitch out here.
A little too much ante on that. Oh, no, Owen. Yeah, this hole's definitely tough. What was the average on this one, Jake?
Over par, 0.57.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
more than a half stroke over par.
After seeing that dog leg, it's like, oof. Axel getting after it.
Yep, long birdie look. He's there for a par at least.
Do you hate that?
Overhand?
Hammer, yeah.
As long as it gets to its over.
Is it over more, or is it flippy or that?
So that should be fine.
Okay.
Carson really trusting his caddy, not only there, but throughout this event as well. I saw him regularly conversing with his caddy and taking advice from him. It's great to see that out there.
Yep, good teamwork.
Yeah, that one was a little bit right side still, but he's got to look for the par. Shouldn't be too bad.
Going for
Man, tickled some chains a little bit there. I'm impressed with Daniel's knee putts. The dude's got a little muscle on him, so maybe it's easier for him than most of us.
He's a big dude. Great putt from Chancey.
Yeah, good par save. And here's Carson trying to save his par and maintain his one-stroke lead, and he does just that. Daniel saving the bogey.
Quick shout out to Zachary Barraza with the only birdie on this hole.
Wow, that's how hard it is.
Yeah.
One birdie out of the entire field on a 330-foot hole.
Yep, nice shot, Zach.
Maybe this hole belongs on Northwood Black. I don't know. A little hard for Northwood Blue.
I don't know if it's that hard.
No, it's not. But I'm just kidding. Relative to the rest of the course, anyway. It seems quite a bit harder. We'll take one more look here at Chancey's great par save putt. I love his shirt too, by the way. That looks like a playing card, but with disc golf baskets on it. Very cool.
Reptilian style shorts.
And here we are on hole 15. This is being played from the short tee, par 3, 315 feet. The original plan was to play this from a long 444-foot par 4 tee, but due to speed of play and lightning storms in the forecast for the afternoon, this was switched to the short tee to shorten the round duration.
Carson calling for it to go left, and it just doesn't. Not a bad shot, though.
Yeah, just on the edge of the fairway on the right. This is a narrow fairway. Uh-oh. Fading out into the rough. Definitely very thick rough on this one. You want to stay in that grass, but it gets narrower the farther you get up the fairway, so it's tough. Very specific shot shape for this one. Flip a little more.
There it is.
Oh yeah, great shot, Axel. It looked like it was going too far left, but it flipped up just enough to be pretty much ideal.
Owen.
That's looking great. Oh my gosh, so many ace runs this round.
Yeah, he is just going for everything.
Yeah, it's probably do or die moment for Owen. He was part of the battle for a while there, but after struggling a bit on this back nine, he's almost taken himself out of the equation. So he basically needs to birdie out if he wants any chance. But at this point, it's looking like a 3-horse race between Carson, Chancey, and Axel.
Yep.
Good bid from Carson. He gave it a chance. He knows Axel's up there for the birdie. And Chancey for birdie. Oh, man, I want to say that would have gone in if it didn't tickle those branches, but it's tough to say, of course. Oh no.
Oh,
What?
that seems like a football. to me,
Wasn't
but-
that? Yeah, that was a falling putt. He was well inside the circle. And honestly, I remember being TCAM operator at the time, noticing that and looking around and wondering if anyone on the card was going to call him on it because it was pretty obvious. But maybe no one saw it.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
obviously, as a camera operator, I'm not allowed, nor should I, say anything. But I definitely noticed it, and I was
Right.
confused when no one called him on it.
Interesting. Oh well.
Weird that he was able to fire off knee putts from 70 feet without falling over when he was allowed to, and then kind of lost his balance and fell over on that 20-foot knee putt.
Yeah.
It was almost more of like he was disappointed that he missed it and put his hand down. I don't know
Maybe.
if it was really a loss of balance, but either way,
Nonetheless.
it kind of did look like a falling putt. Anyway,
Yeah.
we won't dwell on that. Poor Daniel. He's having a tough round anyway. Well, let's forget about that. We got a great battle going here with Carson, Chancey, and Axel. Axel, with that birdie, ties it up for the lead with Carson with 3 holes to go. Chancey just 1 stroke behind. It's coming down to the wire. And there is that birdie putt from Axel, bringing him back to a tie for the lead. Hole 16 here. Par 4, 492 feet. This hole was also part of Northwood Gold back in the day with a longer tee. Very memorable green out here on the hillside. Looks pretty different from the rest of the course. Just beautiful park out here. Northwood Park in Morton, Illinois. This being a pretty short par 4, I want to say some of the biggest arms in the field definitely have a chance to eagle this. We've seen Axel throw 500 feet or more several times throughout this tournament, so eagle might... Oh, eagle is no longer in play for him this time, but I want to say he's got it in him.
Great pump.
Nice.
Just play the hillside. That's
Yeah.
fine. See if Chancey can smash one up there.
There's a little puddle in front of the tee pad, all the players having to do an extra little hop when they wanted to follow through and step forward.
Sit.
Very similar drives on this hole.
I'm surprised we didn't see any rollers. I feel like it shapes well for just a distance roller that you force over, and the hillside kind of would help it not go too far right and keep it straight.
True.
Daniel off to the right side there, but of course birdie's still in play for everyone with this being a soft par 4. I would imagine this whole average was pretty low. Is that right, Jake?
Yeah, about 0.54 under.
Yep.
Yeah.
About 0.54 or exactly 0.54.
0.54378.
There you go. Good upshot from Owen. Really, the only challenge on these upshots is playing the angle right so you don't pop up and roll down the sloped green.
Right. I think with the forehand, they're going to be able to do that. Yep.
It's kind of a Chancey Green there, whether you
my
roll
goodness.
or not.
Here
I'm
we
sorry,
go.
Chancey. I couldn't resist. Jake had one on the front 9. I got my one out. I'll stop. Great upshot there.
Well played.
Yep. Everybody's up there. Should be a star frame. Oh no, Daniel. Oh my gosh. Insult to injury, too. Still with those mental struggles
cow.
on the short putts, and then
That is insane.
course was not kind to him on that one. The rollaway was insulting enough, and then it went down under that tree, too. Wow, he gave that a good bid.
Unfortunate. Moving on.
Yep.
Axel for the tap and birdie.
does the same. And here is Carson to do the same. And I guess, yep, Chancey still has to tap into. It still takes some getting used to for me with a 5-person card. I feel like once I've seen 4 putts go in, that's the end of the hole, and then there's a 5th person.
Yeah.
Great birdies from 4 out of our 5 competitors here. We now have 2 holes to go with Carson and Axel tied for the lead and Chancey 1 stroke behind him. Chancey with the beautiful hyzer flip drive here. Flipping up to flat, getting a little bit of turn. No chance of cut rolling. Beautiful. Hole 17. This is a tough one. Uphill par 3, 330 feet. Very narrow fairway, very punishing rough, and a nice open green up here with cornfields in the background, as is tradition here in Illinois.
I think this is probably my favorite hole on this course. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
High,
baby.
little left from Axel, misses all the trees, gets through that one. Wow, he's going to have like a 40-footer there for a birdie. This is a tough hole to birdie. Pressure's on Carson. Oh no.
Catches the late bush.
Not too far into the rough though. Should be able to save his par from there. Chancey needs this.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful shot. Oh, right over the spotter's head.
Just dead straight.
He's going to have maybe a 35-footer for birdie himself up there. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
And
That's what you don't want to do on this hole. The rough is very punishing.
oof. Ouchie.
Wow. There's
Little
actually
bit.
a road out there to the right, the road that you take to get into the park, but I don't think Daniel quite found it on that kick. Owen trying to get back to the fairway. Too bad for Owen that he's had kind of a slow back nine here. He was really in contention just as much as Carson and Chancey and Axel on the front nine, but he's kind of out of the equation at this point, if I'm being honest. Carson with a beautiful Anheuser pitch up. Wow, trying to give it a soft bid, too. Well played, putting the pressure on Axel. And on Chancey.
I believe that is his fourth shot there.
2, 3, I think it was his third. Yeah, the first one kicked right. Second one got to there. That was his third. I think he was trying to run it, throw it in.
Gotcha.
Might as well go for some highlights at this point. It's been a rough final round for Daniel. And speaking of rough, here you see Owen dealing with it. Tough to even get a legal stance with where his disc ended up there. But he did get his left toes into his stance area there, straddling out, getting poked with branches, pitching up there.
I believe he actually asked the card mates if that was okay. And
Yeah, he
confirmed.
couldn't really even see his own foot after he wedged it in there from how he was standing. It was so thick. And here's Axel for a birdie, knowing that Carson is parked for the par. Yes. Yeah. Let's go, Axel. Finally showing some emotion. He's been so cool and collected and focused throughout this whole event, but he was checking scores as
So
we were
clutch.
waiting for a backup on this hole. He knew the situation. He knew he needed to make that to get that one-stroke lead over Carson going into the last hole. But with Chancey making that, Chancey is now tied with Carson for second place at 16 under.
Things are getting interesting, folks. Good putt from Owen.
Hole 18 is a pretty birdieable par 4, so Chancey and Carson are basically hoping that Axel doesn't birdie. He gets a par, and one of them or both of them can get a birdie to force a playoff. You don't really see a lot of bogeys on hole 18, so it's going to come down to that. Yeah, so that other shot, that was his third. Then he missed his putt for a bogey and got the double there. Struggles continue for Daniel, unfortunately. And here we see Carson dropping in that par. And we got to take another look at this. Shout out once again to our slow-mo camera operator, Keenan Dalton, for being out there all week, capturing these beautiful slow-mo shots.
And what a putt to capture. That was clutch. Ooh, sneaks it in.
Yeah, I couldn't tell it was that close to coming out the backside from the other angle. Beautiful putt from Axel. Look at him. He is pumped up. Rips some grass out of the ground as he picks up his mini. He doesn't even know about it. Running it down. He knows all he has to do now is either birdie hole 18 or even with a par, he would still probably get into a playoff. Here it is, hole 18, par 4, 660 feet. Big downhill shot off the tee, really fun shot to throw. The farther you get out to the left here, the better of an angle you have toward the green. You can see the basket is kind of tucked up into the right side here. If your drive ends up too far right, it ends up being a blind upshot. Still a pretty open upshot, but it's definitely easier when you can see the basket. So players really want to go more left off the tee or farther straight.
Good plan, man.
Camaraderie there. Finish it out strong, boys.
That is looking great from Axel.
Yeah, that's a pump.
Oh yeah, good ground play too. Oh, he's right there. All he has left is a chip shot. Chancey, knowing that his only chance for a playoff is to get a birdie here and hope that Axel gets a par. Let's see what he can do.
There it is.
A little bit low.
Oh no.
Yeah, still birdieable pretty much no matter what you do off the tee here,
Right.
but he's definitely going to have a more challenging upshot than Axel.
Carson looking for a smash here.
And he gets a smash indeed. That's looking very similar to Axel's. Gets slightly less ground play than Axel, but he should be just fine there. They both just kind of have a, I don't know, 200, 250 chip shot up to the green.
That'll give him a shot for the win.
Great shot from Owen as well. A little too much turn from Daniel there. Good cut roll, honestly. It's really tricky to throw an upshot from tucked on the right there. And Chancey, it's a blind shot for him. As T-Cam, I stood off to the left so I could see the basket, but he could not.
Hold it.
Not enough Annie. Easy mistake to make on this with the uphill.
Yep.
So he has a long look for a birdie now.
Sliding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shot from Daniel. Have a birdie look from about circle's edge. Owen looking to chip a forehand up there. It's a little too much height. A little inside.
Yeah, piece of end right there.
Yeah, he's right there. 25, 30 feet. And here is Carson. Pressure is on. Axel has not thrown his upshot yet. Carson wants to put this close and put the pressure on Axel, hoping that he makes a mistake and gets a par.
Oh, and he does.
He does it. All right, Carson's got the birdie locked in. Chancey has a long look for birdie. It's possible. So at this point, they are just hoping that Axel makes a mistake. And Axel knows all he needs to do is get up there for a birdie, and he's got this win locked down. Just put it close, buddy. Looking good. Oh, what? No way!
Wow.
Oh my gosh, what a way to finish.
Wow. And that is it, folks.
That's how you win a tournament, I guess, right there. All he needed was a birdie, but he decided to go out in style.
What did the rangefinder say? Excellent, run it.
That was awesome. And Dad right there to congratulate him.
What a moment.
Don't take it out.
Dad
buddy.
encouraging him to run it in. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta run it in, buddy. Let's go, Axel. So happy for this kid.
Good, just cheesing. Yeah. And he has won.
Wow. Let's take another look at this incredible shot in slow-mo from our catch cam perspective. This is Jake's angle here. Just could not have been any better. There was no chance of that spitting out. Just low right in the heart.
Absolutely perfect.
I
What a
can't
moment.
believe it. Yeah, that is so crazy.
Some of the aftermath here.
He can't believe it.
Yeah. He's just soaking it in.
And somehow the rest of the players have to play a little more disc golf after that. I don't know how you focus up and finish your last hole after just witnessing that. But they have to do it. So I guess that was Chancey in the bushes there pitching out. I guess he didn't really have a birdie look. This is all real time here, folks, as the other players are putting out. This is Axel. Just in disbelief.
Yeah, what is happening?
And this is Daniel to finish on a birdie.
Good birdie nonetheless.
Sneaks one in there at the end. Yeah, good birdie, sir. At least you finished on a good note.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, I mean,
What are you
nobody's
gonna
going to care about that, but at least I made it, I guess.
I care. I care.
We
It
care,
was
buddy.
nice.
We care.
Yeah.
Just, you know, in contrast after what Axel just did.
And the show goes on.
Let's see if Owen can finish on a birdie as well.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Nah, he's smiling. He's all
Yeah.
right.
I mean, everyone's smiling at this
Yeah.
point. Everyone who was there is just happy to have witnessed such a moment.
This is all kind of irrelevant at this point, but we'll finish her out.
Yeah, Carson with the birdie locks in solo second place since Chancey did not really have a putt there from inside the tree.
Right. Yep, they did their best to apply the pressure, but man, just was not enough.
Yeah, nice. Ladies and gentlemen, with the walk-off eagle on hole 18, the winner of the 2023 PDGA Amateur Disc Golf World Championships, Axel Olson.
Thank you guys. Thank you to my sponsors, Emerald City Discs and Dynamic Disc, for supporting me this year. Huge help. Thank you so much.
Well deserved.
And that is going to wrap up the 2023 PDGA Amateur Disc Golf World Championships. What a pleasure it was to be out here filming this event all week. As I said, it was a brutal schedule for everyone, but I don't regret a second of it. I'm so glad I got to witness and capture what is going to be a defining moment in this young man's career. I will not be surprised to see him at the top of the leaderboards playing Open in a year or two from now. He's got one of the most solid mental games I've ever seen in someone his age. He's so well-rounded. He's got the forehand, he's got the backhand, he's got the distance, he makes smart decisions. And he's just, up until hole 17 of the final round, he was just dialed in and focused, showing very little emotion, not letting anything get to him, bad holes or good holes, and only letting some emotion show on those final two. And here is his reaction as that eagle went in. Drops the hat,
Doesn't care.
giving Dad a hug. What a moment, man.
Yep, this kid is a true inspiration. Like, it was just an honor to film him all week long. Through all the struggles, he just persevered and threw a lot of great shots and kept his cool. And yep, we're going to be seeing a lot of this guy in the future. Attaboy.
Dad goes, go on, run it in. You gotta go get that. You can't leave that in there.
All smiles from here on out.
What a way for the tournament to finish.
Just so much drama all week.
I'm still in disbelief. Super exciting final round. Highlight finish.
Oh, I got goosebumps right now, Paavo.
I do too. I mean, even
cow.
though we witnessed this in person, I'm reliving it all over again here. Like, this was just such an unbelievable moment, and the smile on his face says it all.
A little war cry there. Oh, man.
Let's go, Axel. I am so excited to see what the future holds for me, buddy.
Congratulations.
Taking a look at our top 10 scores at the end of the event, Axel taking it down by 2 strokes somehow, even though he only had a 1-stroke lead going into the final hole, and Carson birdied to get solo second. Chancey Green with solo third, and you see the rest of our top 10 there. Some players we saw earlier, like Will Paris making it on there, Ryan Mulder finishing in 7th. Great tournament from everyone. And man, it was a pleasure to be here. Thanks to the PDGA for hosting us. Thanks to Jake for doing fantastic catch cam all week. It was myself on T-Cam, Keenan Dalton on slow-mo cam, and congratulations once again to Axel Olson for a phenomenal performance.
Absolutely.
See you guys next time.
Hope to see you again, Paavo. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.